Ooh la la.
Welcome to our channel. I am Fox Gaming Vixen Roxy. Please like and subscribe if this video is helpful and entertaining. Feel free to ask questions in the comment section and we will do our best to answer them. In this video, we will give you some tips and tricks to use if you are a new player. Dark Souls Remastered is considered one of the most difficult titles ever released. With these tips, you will be able to play through the game as if you were a veteran player. So grab your banner, helmet, and healing potions. Let's get started. You will die. Probably a lot. Don't fret. It happens. A lot. Prepare for dying by spending souls on stuff you need before you have the chance to lose them. One of the best ways to spend your souls is by upgrading equipment. Buy Titanite and upgrade that weapon you are using. Upgrade your armor that you are wearing. Buy spells that you might not need now, but might need later. Buy homeward bones and arrows. Level up too if you have a pool of souls. Upgrading your equipment is the fastest way to improve your success, even more so than leveling. Leveling in general gives you the smallest bang for your buck, considering it gets more expensive with each level. Upgrading weapons gets more expensive as well, because more items are required for each increasing upgrade. You do find upgrade materials as you travel about, which eases the total cost to upgrade. Don't get bogged down on selecting a starting character. The starting character is just that, to get started. It gives you set starting stats and equipment. You'll be able to find anything in the character creation screen somewhere in the world. Most of the starting armor sets can be found early on in the game if you know where to look. You can even change classes once you get started. Jumping between fighter to sorcerer to cleric, back to fighter, or over to thief. All the starting classes can be played by any of the other characters. Really, they can. So don't get caught up on picking a class. Grab a 100% physical shield as early as you can. Your shield will block damage by the percentage it has in its stats. Most mobs have a physical component as part of their attack. In most cases, mob attacks are 100% physical. The damage from a Hollow and a Black Knight are the same type, seriously. The Black Knight does a higher amount, but the damage is physical. A 100% physical shield will block all of this damage and take away only a portion of the stamina it requires to block the attack. Stamina is the green bar. If your stamina gets completely depleted, your guard gets broken, which leaves you stunned for a second. We recommend the Heater Shield, which can be purchased early in the game at the vendor in the Undead Burg. The Heater Shield is 100% physical and very light. It can also be upgraded all the way to plus 15. Grab one. You'll be happy you did. I have tried other shields, but find the low weight of the Heater Shield keeps me coming back. I only swap it out for special fights where magic or fire resistance is needed. Consider upgrading your endurance first. Your endurance affects how much stamina you have, the green bar. It also affects how much weight you can carry. Your shiny new hammer might require 32 strength to use, and you need to level up 15 points in strength to equip it. It isn't much good when your hammer is equipped and you can't walk around anymore because you're too heavy. You can take off all your armor and run around naked wielding your hammer. No. Upgrade the endurance requirements first. See what the weapon you want to use weighs and add that many points to endurance first. Once that requirement has been met, you can hold the hammer and armor, then start working on the strength requirement. Struggling to find the right balance of attack and defense is part of the game. Ensuring you have plenty of endurance ensures you'll be able to carry the equipment even in the heaviest of builds. It gives you the ability to block several attacks before finding that opening to counter, and keep a sliver of stamina for emergencies in case you need to roll away. Good stamina management will help you through the game. Having more of it will make it easier to manage. Don't be afraid to explore. If you just finished a boss and opened a new area, run around the new area to look around. Don't worry if you die a couple of times. As long as you spend all your souls before exploring, you can die as much as you need. This will give you a heads up on the layout of the area and the type of mobs in the area. Did I mention you'll die a lot? May as well put that dying to good use. There are a lot of secret walls, items, NPCs, and bonfires that can't be found without a little exploration. You can take suicide missions to collect important items. Firekeeper Soul in New Londo Ruins, or Silver Serpent Ring in Tomb of Giants, for example. If you get to the item and collect it, you still get to keep the item when you die. Learn to Backstab. It is one of the most effective attacks. It has an added bonus of stunning your opponent for a couple of seconds while they recover their footing. This pause gives you a moment to recover stamina or health with no worries of being attacked. Later, you can practice parries and riposte, a useful technique but dangerous if your timing is off. I don't parry often as the risk reward does not seem worth it. Backstabs do nearly as much damage as a riposte and much safer. Given that parry and riposte is still a good technique to learn and practice, as there are some mobs that can be punished with the technique, like Gwyn. Try to find shortcuts to make your travels faster. There are a ton of shortcuts in this game. Open a door or pull a lever and magically you can walk from Firelink to the Undead Parish in a minute. Shortcuts are your friend. Use them when you can. Dark Souls is actually very easy to play once you know how to play it. It will punish you if you make mistakes, sometimes very harshly. Take your time by taking on mobs one at a time. This isn't God of War or Diablo where you can take on 5 mobs at once. Slowly work your way through levels, pulling one at a time. It's always the safest method. You should do this with all the new areas the first time through. Before long, you'll get really good at taking out mobs quickly and moving on to the next one. It is much easier to take it slow rather than doing a bloodstain recovery because you are in a hurry. That should get you going. If you have questions or comments, please drop them in the comments section. We are happy to answer any questions you might have. Be sure to click on that subscribe button and notification bell. You'll be notified when we release other entertaining videos. Ask us in the comments section for other tutorials you might want to see. Thank you for watching.
Ooh la la.